Grok 4.6 tied GPT-5.6 Sol on the Artificial Analysis Intelligence Index at 61. But the score is not why engineers care. The real pain is an agent that dies halfway through a multi-file refactor. Cursor and SpaceXAI shipped Grok 4.6 on August 12, 2026, aimed at long-running agents. Grok 4.5 scored 56 on that same index. 4.6 jumps 5 points to 61. On CursorBench 3.2, 4.6 hits 69.9%. 4.5 was 66.7. DeepSWE tells a harsher story. 4.5 sat at 54%. 4.6 reaches 65.9. Apex Agents moves from 47.1 to 57.5. Terminal bench triples from 15.7 to 26. So the marketing line is frontier intelligence. The mechanism is what actually changed underneath those numbers in the training stack. First stage, a longer supplemental training run than 4.5, with curated model-generated reasoning data. That run also pulled high-quality engineering data and an improved optimizer recipe before SFT even started. Second stage, they used Grok 4.5 itself to regenerate the SFT trajectories across harnesses and domains. Those trajectories spanned reasoning efforts, agent harnesses, STEM, software engineering, and knowledge work. Then model-based checks filtered problematic traces so bad teacher behavior did not freeze into the student. Third stage, agentic reinforcement learning across knowledge work, general coding, and domain-specific environments. Those domains include kernel optimization, web development, and computer-aided design, long tasks with verifiable outcomes. That is the stake for production. Reinforcement is not for prettier prose. It is for staying alive across many tool steps without drifting. In product tests, 4.6 turns a broad idea into a working first version. Research, structure, implement, then refine. On longer trajectories, it starts self-testing and verifying before it moves on. The behavior agents lacked. Visual and interactive first passes also jumped versus 4.5. Structure and visual language in one pass. Inside Cursor, you pick effort. X high, high, medium, or low. Higher effort buys more time on hard multi-step work. Pricing starts at $2 per million input tokens and $6 per million output tokens. A fast variant costs twice that. Launch week also doubled, included usage inside Cursor and Grok Build. You can hit it from Cursor, Grok Build, SpaceXAI API, or partners like OpenRouter, Versal, and Cloudflare. Here's the trap: reading the benchmark table without tracing which training stage moved which failure mode. Map it. DeepSWE and Apex Agents track the RL environments. AA Index blends 9 benchmarks into one composite. Terminal bench still looks low at 26%, but that is nearly a double from 15.7. Safeguards were recalibrated with a wider pre-deployment suite, including vulnerability patching and research assistance use cases. In the IDE, that stack shows up as an agent that keeps opening files, running checks, and revising instead of stopping early. Contrast 4.5. Shorter horizons, weaker first interactive pass, less mid-flight verification. So when someone says 4.6 is smarter, translate it. Longer pre-train, regenerated SFT, agentic RL. Put differently, the model is not a bigger vibes engine, it is a policy shaped by filtered teacher traces and RL ENVs. If you only remember one diagram, pre-train builds the base, SFT teaches the harness, RL stretches the horizon. That is why a 5-point AA index bump can coexist with an 11-point DeepSWE jump. Different stages move different evals. For a working engineer, the test is simple. Does the agent finish the refactor or abandon it after 6 tool calls? Recap: 61 on AA index, big lifts on DeepSWE and Apex Agents, driven by training stages, not slogans. Zoom into SFT again. Regenerating trajectories with 4.5 means the student inherits harness habits, not just chat style. Without that filter, a teacher that hallucinates a passing test would teach the student to fake green builds forever. RL then pressures the policy with environments where a wrong step fails a checkable objective, not a vibe score. Kernel optimization is brutal. Either the patch improves a metric, or it does not. No rhetorical escape hatch. Web and CAD environments add interactive state. The agent must keep a coherent UI or model across dozens of edits. That is the product claim in engineering terms. Fewer abandoned trajectories, more completed artifacts, more mid-flight checks. None of this replaces your code review. It only changes the default length of the attempt before the model gives up and leaves a half-finished diff. Pricing still matters because longer horizons burn tokens. $2 in and 6 out is the meter for that loop. So pick effort deliberately in Cursor. High and X high are not vanity settings. They are how you buy more RL-shaped behavior on hard tasks. If your agent dies mid-task, stop arguing model names. Ask which stage of this stack your traffic is missing. Subscribe for more mechanism deep dives on the tools you already ship to production.